Whoa, check out this menu. It's so old. Minecraft 1.11.2. There in the bottom left corner. What? So crazy. We're actually going back in time a little bit. And we're going back in time to continue a short little mini series, not started by me. And don't worry, we'll be returning to Flint and his friends soon for sure. But this series here is called Minecraft Recrafted. Basically, you might know already, you might have seen the rest of the episodes in the playlist, but for those who are new to the series or just joining in from my channel, etc., Minecraft Recrafted, once a month, we'll take an old version of Minecraft and we'll just play through it. So my version of Minecraft, the one that I get to record on and build some new projects and stuff, is 1.11.2, which is pretty cool. It's basically 1.11, the point 2, just some bug fixes there. But 1.11, so let's chat a little bit about 1.11. What came out in 1.11? Well, first and foremost, Woodland Mansions. That's right. Woodland Mansions came out in 1.11, which, by the way, came out in 2016, November 2016. It's a little over 8 years. Feel old yet? Yeah, me too. So Woodland Mansions have been around for a little over 8 years, and therefore evokers and vindicators and stuff, and the totems of undying that you can find in Woodland Mansions, which is something we're definitely going to be looking for. They've been around for more than 8 years, which is crazy. And then on top of that, shulker boxes. Shulker boxes is another big thing that was added in this update, which is pretty cool. Well, it might have to go do some end busting to grab some shulker boxes, which is going to help out a ton. And then, of course, like things like llamas were also added in this. I'm not sure if we're going to do much with llamas. Maybe we'll make a caravan here or there. But I think kind of our primary target is definitely going to be that woodland mansion. Go explore around, go walk through all the different rooms that they have and the different mechanics and etc. It's going to be super fun. This little series with a whole bunch of different content creators and stuff was started by Hound 4004. His YouTube channel is totally going to be linked down in the description. Go check it out, subscribe to him, because he's got some pretty fun content. And obviously this whole world, this whole idea was his. And he actually started on the very first version of Minecraft, and it was fun to go back and watch him play through that. I mean, even right now, like the textures for gravel are so different, but when he was playing back through, it was just totally different world. But speaking of the world, this is kind of I'll give you a brief world tour, some things that I've been seeing while I've been wandering around. Got a bit of a cool castle off there, which is a pretty sweet base, and there's a lot of outlines here. I might steal one of these because the content creator who was setting this up didn't get the opportunity to finish it, so I might steal one of these or build something. I'm not sure if I want to. Well, continue off of that, take space there, or if I just want to build my own base pretty nearby. There's a kind of a barn over there with this huge wheat field. I've been stealing some wheat for the bread, so that's why there's some that's not as grown up as the rest of them. Got a sheep barn over here too, so we got tons of colors of wool, which is pretty cool. Gonna have to snag ourselves a purple bed. And there is a village here, one of the old village. This is one that I think Hound actually found in the first version that he was playing in that update 1. Yeah, and he built a wall around it. Look, you can see like the blacksmith there. I mean, the villages are all basically the same in 1.11 as they were in the very beginning of the game, except they actually have villagers now, which is new. And speaking of villagers, we're going to need some villagers because I can either just wander around looking for a woodland mansion in dark oak biomes. Could work. It might take a long time. Or they added cartographers. Well, they didn't add cartographers, but cartographers now have explorer maps. Explorer maps for both the ocean monuments and for the woodland mansions. So we're going to go find ourselves a cartographer so that we can find a woodland mansion, which both of those things might take us some time, but at least it's a start and I don't have to be wandering aimlessly through the dark oak forests. Kind of grim, but there's actually this cemetery in here for all the previous content creators. There's Hound over here, April 2024, May 2024, June 2024, 2024 as well, Legos, and then me. Obviously, this is 2025. Might have skipped a few months, but that's all right. We're so back into it. It's going to be so much fun. You know, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. The very convenient bit about jumping onto a world that other people have done so much work on is that we can just take all their resources. At least, I assume we can take all their resources. They're not here to tell me otherwise. So, thanks, guys. I'm just gonna borrow the diamond armor and the sword and stuff that's like totally enchanted up, and it's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so helpful because I don't know if you've ever been into a woodland mansion. They're not the friendliest of places. Just dark and spooky, and the villagers all live there. It's crazy. So I've been doing a little bit more inventory management. I got a lot of paper because cartographers do appreciate a little bit of paper. So we're gonna get some emeralds from them to level them up there. We've got a ton of sugarcane. Look at even this sugarcane right back here is all grown up, so I might snag that before I go. Got a lot of paper, got some redstone and some iron as well because they take compasses for trade for emeralds too, and that's used to level them up because once they hit max level, that's when they trade the explorer maps. And I have just one compass already, got some arrows. I'm gonna make a bow here pretty soon once I get one more piece of string. But basically the idea is just to get all the stuff I need in my inventory, maybe grab some more food. I discovered that you can't actually make purple beds yet in this update, which was kind of disappointing, but hey, it's all right. We'll stick with the classic red. And anyway, so I'm gonna grab some more food, maybe a little bit, and then we're gonna go on a bit of an adventure to see if we can find a village with a cartographer. You know, the hard part wasn't finding a village. The hard part was finding a village that hadn't already been ransacked. That's one of the disadvantages, I guess, of playing with a whole bunch of playing in a world with a whole bunch of players. Is all the nearby villages from our little castle town, whatever, had already been kind of stripped and ripped away. So I had to wander around a little bit more. Luckily, it still wasn't too far. I feel like villages spawn like crazy. I don't know if that was just back in the day they did that, or I don't know, maybe we were just in biomes. Maybe there just aren't as many biomes back then, so it was just like plains and deserts, and so there was a lot more villages to spawn, or I'm not sure. Well, we're in the village, and there's a desert temple right next to it, which is awesome, which I also feel like I haven't seen the desert temple in quite a bit, so I'm gonna have to go explore that. But more importantly, we got this dude. Locked him up in a kind of a crude little log cell, prison cell, but this is our cartographer. See, told you it would be a good idea to bring the paper, because now all we have to do is give him some paper, take the emerald, and even just with that, he should level up. Okay, yeah, see, now, and so he's leveled up, and now he'll take a compass, so we can just trade him a compass, and if my testing is correct, he should only need one compass again as well to level up. But yeah, let's go take a look again. Ta-da! So now we need 11 emeralds to get an empty map, so we'll probably just go trade a whole bunch of emeralds with him for paper. Okay, so let's see now. Perfect. Yeah, so there's the Ocean Explorer map and the Woodland Explorer map. 26 emeralds and a compass. Oh, boy. All right, might need some more paper and some more compasses. Okay, perfect. We've got the 27 emeralds. I think we only needed 26. And then the compass. That should be enough to get that. Yeah, there it is. Woodland Explorer. Maybe, let me make sure it's the right one. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'd be really disappointed if we got the Ocean Explorer map instead. Let's crack this open, see what we got, shall we? Okay, now these things can spawn like thousands of blocks away. So first adventure was to get over here to the village. I'm gonna loot that desert temple really quick because I think it's cool. And then let's do a bit of a travel time-lapse montage. Rather than me showing you the 40+ minutes that it took me to get to the Woodland Mansion, here are just some highlights for it. Well, after finishing up at the village and at the desert temple, I left the village, jumped in a boat, and traveled across the seas for a long time. But then I found an igloo, so naturally stole the golden apple. What? I've just been getting a lot of free stuff today. You know, there's lots of inventory management going on. But after that brief detour at the igloo, I walked for a long time until I found another igloo, which was pretty fun. This one didn't have any good free stuff though, so I just left it behind and then got back in another boat to travel across the seas for another long time, which was nice to rest my legs. This time when I got out of the boat, I walked in a desert, then a savanna, then a desert again, then another savanna, then another desert. When I finally got to a plains biome, I tamed a horse. Then I rode that horse through a savanna and a desert until I had to leave the horse behind on the beach. Sorry, Chipper. Then I added a swamp to my list of traversed biomes, which was pretty fun. I got to tame another horse, then left another horse on the beach. Sorry, Fable. The jungle, which was one of the last biomes I went through, was particularly tricky to get through, so it was quite the relief when I finally got to the dark oak forest we were looking for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I present to you a spectacle most of the last couple hours in the making, a Woodland Mansion. Booyah! Finally found it. It took me forever. Man, that was like, let's take a look here really quick. If I pull my chords there, yep, negative 12,000 in the x-coordinate, 6,000 in the z-coordinate. If you're curious about where I started, it was about spawn. I didn't mean to take a screenshot there. Which the world spawn is pretty stinking close to just 0, 0. It's maybe a couple hundred blocks away, like 330 or something like that. For those of you who are curious, that means I traveled around 14,000 blocks. What? I'm a math major. But we finally made it. Man, it's been so long. There's a cow up there. He beat me to it. I don't know how he did that. How'd you get up there, buddy? But I guess it's our turn now for us to get up there. When you get to Woodland Mansion, I totally recommend to get up to the 3rd floor. Man, just like build your way up to the top and then set up base camp up there. Here we are. There are lots of cows up here, apparently. Okay, what's the strat here? The strat is to take it slow, one room at a time. This is one of the bedrooms here. They make the kind of fun fake beds. You can hear them in there. Our target is an evoker because they will get us the, yeah, that dude right there. He's gonna summon his Vex. I can already tell. Dang it! I wish I had a bow. There he is. I can hear him grumbling over there. There's another dude right back there. That's good to know. All right, we're gonna play this smart and sneak our way in. This is the map room though, where they make their little map of. Oh, speaking of map, I forgot to get rid of that map. That's all right. Well, hang on to it, I guess. Oh, yep, there we go. Here come the Vex. Man, these guys are so annoying. And they hit so hard. Okay, here's the plan. I think I'm gonna eat this golden apple, go charging in there, just destroy that dude. Charge. Got him. Okay, there's the totem of undying. An emerald. Ooh, look at that knockback. Got him. Nice. You know, I gotta say, I do really like the newer models of the Vex that look a lot more like the allies. I just think it's cuter. Which, not that these are necessarily cute, but look a little less humanoid. And the reason I brought torches is because this place is still pretty dark, so regular mobs can spawn, so we want to make sure to light this place up. There are lots of little bedrooms and closets and things like this one, which I thought there was a secret behind, but apparently there's not. Some of these rooms obviously have chests, some of them don't. This one does. Oh, cool, a name tag. Another golden apple. That's a good find. I guess I'll take the iron ingot. Music disc. Nice. Oh, and there's the string. Let's go make a bow really quick, because I had some emeralds for it. Not some emeralds, some arrows. You know, interesting fact about alliums here is that actually they used to be, well, they still are one of the rarer flowers to find, and one of the only places you could find them in were the Woodland Mansions. So quite the dangerous flower to go after, but who knew the illagers and stuff, pillagers would be so inclined to collect so many flowers. Ooh, there's another evoker back there. Okay, got him. Nice. Okay, second totem of undying. Not bad. Oh, okay. I don't really know what the heck happened here, but guess it just kind of ends. Well, that was fun, guys. No, of course I'm just kidding. Yeah, I wonder what happened. The generation. I wonder if it's just switching between different versions of Minecraft that it just like, I don't know, chopped off a whole section of the Woodland Mansion. That's kind of strange. I guess we'll just have to build our own stairs. Okay, another evoker down. This bow really helps out. Another cute little allium. Don't mind if I do. This room, I believe this is called the arch room because it has just like a big arch. Kind of a cool like ceiling decoration though. That's pretty unique to the rooms because I feel like you don't see that often in the rooms around here. Okay, see here? I believe this is one of the secret rooms actually. Oh, nope, just kidding. There's a door right there. I was going to say, I don't think there's a door, but just kidding. I got so excited. Darn it. We're really going to have to pick this place apart and see if we can find some of the secret rooms because they're so cool. Some of them have like diamond blocks in them, etc. Gotta be something hidden in this guy's head, right? You think so? There, in fact, was nothing in that dude's head. Interesting fact about this like prison room is that actually in the newer versions of the game, allies will spawn in here. They'll be trapped in the little cells, and so you have to go and free them and let them out, which I think is super cool. I'm not sure what the illagers and stuff have against allies, but there's some lore for you. So this is kind of a cute little room. Another like study. This is a tall table. Man, how do they even climb up into these chairs? Okay, this is an interesting room. It's like the blacksmith shop. Yeah, they got their fire, their lava, and an anvil. Don't mind if I do, even though it does look like it's seen better days. Oh, this is the farm room. Okay, cool. I got some pumpkins down here, some melons up top, jack-o'-lanterns. Can't get away from those things, man. The mushroom room. There's one convenient feature about the whole half of the Woodland Mansion being missing. I can just kind of wander around the outside and take a look, see. This is an interesting room right here. What do we got? This one. This one has this like weird banner thing right at the end. I've just got this cobblestone staircase. I mean, the gray banner's cool, but let's see, I'm pretty sure there's a chest in this one, actually. I don't remember if this is a secret room. I want to say it might be, actually. There's just, you know, no walls, so you can just wander in whatever, but there's another loot chest. So got some more discs, which is pretty cool. Another golden apple and some seeds and stuff. Not bad. Okay, well, I'm almost positive that was the entirety of it. I think we got all the rooms, which is pretty sweet. There's the Woodland Mansion, not too shabby. Got a few Totems of Undying, only three, which is kind of surprised me. Some cool music discs, some emeralds and stuff. I need to go back to base camp up on the roof and um, gather all my stuff again before we pack up and head home. And I might grab some dark oak saplings while I'm here because I think they're cool. Well, I think that marks the end of this little adventure. I say little adventure again. It took forever to get here. We got here and we got some pretty good loot, right? Of course, the crowning jewels, the totems of undying, which is awesome. That'll be so much fun. I hope they're beneficial to the upcoming content creators for the following months. Aside from that, we've got Cool Unbreaking 3 book, which maybe we'll throw on. No, this sword could use it, I guess. And some other diamonds that we found, which were not technically here in the Woodland Mansion, but were actually in one of the desert temples, which was also fun to find. Found some cool music discs, quite a few of them actually. We'll have to maybe make a jukebox, some books for enchantment setup, some other various cobblestone and dark oak wood and alliums, which was fun. Emeralds, the saddle from, as well from the desert temples, horse armor, iron ore, things of that nature. We got some pretty good stuff, pretty solid stuff here. We don't need the rotten flesh. We got to bring the Woodland Explorer map back. That's just for the memories. And the last inventory slot for my bed. All right. Well, now it's time to head back home, which is going to take me another forever. But that's all right. I won't put you through the pain of doing that again. So we'll just cut right to it. Home sweet home as the sun is setting. Quite inconvenient timing. Actually, that means I'm going to have to go to sleep. Ugh. Man, you sound like a 5-year-old. I don't want to go to bed, Mom. Anyway, let me show you what I've been up to since I got back. Basically this. I snagged a few saplings before I left the Woodland Mansion so that I could bring them on back home. Let's grab the rest of these. And then what I've been doing is I've been planting up a couple of these dark oak trees because of dark oak wood, naturally. So what we're going to do with the dark oak wood is we're going to make a mini mansion. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited about it. Basically a mini woodland mansion that'll be kind of my base, not exactly, just more kind of a way to memorialize my adventures here on Minecraft Recrafted because we're coming up to the end of the month and so my time is swiftly approaching my time to go and pass on from this world and join my fellow brethren in the graveyard and such. But yeah, we're going to build this little mini mansion, which is going to look very similar to the Woodland Mansions, just scaled down quite a bit. Ooh, creeper, that's not what we want to see. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to build this mini mansion, which is going to be super fun. I'm going to hide a few rooms in there. There's going to be like a storage room, just so I can fit some storage in there. My bedroom will be based after some of the bedrooms and stuff that are made, even though there'll be an actual bed, not just the fake ones. There might even be a secret room to it. Ooh, interesting. That you might just have to like mine into to get into something fun. Maybe I'll hide an Easter egg in there. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, let's grab some resources first. Obviously, the first thing that I need is some more dark oak. I'm gonna keep working on that. This is probably enough. I hope this is enough. This is gonna give me like what 24 stacks of dark oak planks, which is probably more than plenty. I need some cobblestone for the trimming on the mansions and stuff, and then I'll need some birch wood as well as some wool, red and white wool for the carpets, which we've got that sheep farm back there, and it looks like even these like outlines here were made of red and white wool, so there's probably a good stash of it somewhere. I just need to go dig around and see what I can find, and I might need to grab some more food because I'm only like 3 bread and like a couple carrots, so we'll see what happens there. And yeah, here's a time lapse of me clearing out some land as told by my hotbar. But now let's get to placing some blocks. Isn't this so fun? Man, it looks, I'm actually really proud of it. I mean, it definitely helps that I have lots of reference to go off of just Minecraft itself, which, yeah, give me a really easy template to work with. But then I just shrunk it all down a little bit because I didn't want to build an entire woodland mansion. That would be quite the project, though. But both of the floors look pretty good. I feel like they're pretty proportionate in size, kind of a cutesy minification of it. And we got the 2 floors and then kind of the half floor stuck up there on the top. And I feel like this turned out pretty well. It's a pretty simple structure to build, just like a lot of cobblestone and dark oak walls and stairs and stuff. So that's pretty good there. Obviously, our next step then is just the interior, which this is going to be the fun part for sure, because we get to throw in all the little like rooms and stuff, references and things. I got those alliums out in my storage chest up there, so we're going to do that little allium room just to show that off. A couple other rooms. I think it'll be super fun. And with the wave of my wand and the snap of my fingers, the interior is all done. Boom. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look really quick. I also emptied my inventory because I was just done with everything, and it looks like all right, I have to go to bed here pretty quick. But let's get you the tours. We've got the front door, right, of our Woodland mansion. Super cool. Technically, they don't have doors, but I wanted to keep the mobs out, not let them in. So anyway, we come in, have the first, of course, greeted by the grand staircase. Nothing too fancy here, just kind of some cobblestone staircases, which is super fun. I think it turned out really well. Off to the left here, we've got a hallway that kind of reaches down. I love the carpet design, all the dark oak planks on the sides and torches. Down here at the end of the hall is the allium room, right? And I know what you're thinking. Ace, those aren't alliums. Yes, I know. Well, I found out that at 1.11, you actually can't bone meal flowers to get more. So I was stuck with just the 2 alliums that I had collected from the Woodland Mansion, because I assumed that I was going to be able to bone meal them, so I'm going to grab the 2. Anyway, so there's the little allium room. Then past the staircase on the bottom floor to the other side is a little bit of a storage room. This one has some like shelves in it and kind of like things that are aligned, maybe a little reminiscent of what's in the Minecraft movie. I think this is probably the room that they based it on. But we've got some chests over here, right? And they're kind of broken up, nothing in them, but it is totally functional, right? But then, of course, we gotta head up to the second floor. If we head up to the right here, we have on the left the bedroom. You walk in and there's this fireplace right here with the chimney going up, so you can disperse the smoke. A little, I don't really know what this is, desk with a fence post on top. The illagers were kind of weird decorators, I'm not sure. And then, of course, the master bedroom with like the posts and the platform over top of it. Pretty cool, not kind of fun. Then, of course, as we head around to the other one, we'll get to this last room, which is our little library. So cute. And this is where the second allium went that I got. But this library kind of just has some pillars of bookshelves, which is kind of fun. So you can just like reach up, jump up, and grab that one up at the top. That concludes the small tour for my small mansion, my mini mansion, with one exception. There is a secret room in there, which for those of you with keen eyes may know whereabouts that room is. I'm not going to show how to get into it or even what's in it. That will be for the next person to find out, recording for the next month. It's actually going to be Hound 4004. And when we started it, he's going to be picking up this world again. So he's going to be playing the next one. I'm excited to see what he does and things that he discovers in the new version of Minecraft 1.12. I think it'll be fun to go from version 1, basically, the beta that he was playing before, to version 1.12. Yeah, it should be. But we're not done quite yet. That is the big project that I was working on, and we are done with that, which is awesome. And I feel super accomplished, and I love it. It's just, I think it's so cute. You turn around and you're like, yeah, that's a Woodland mansion, and it was super fun to build, super fun to do that. Yeah, we got to do a few more things. Another thing that I did do in kind of emptying out my inventory is created this care package almost. This was here when I got here. It's where I got all the like diamond armor and a lot of the tools and stuff. I kind of just touched it up a little bit, enchanted the axe up because there was like, I got the Unbreaking 3 books, various little books, so I kind of just upgraded those, enchanted those. But then of course I added the totems of undying. That was kind of my contribution to this whole thing. I had some golden apples I found, some food and the bow and such. I enchanted all those, so I'm excited to see Hound using those and taking over with that. Well, I'm back here at the little cemetery. It's come to that time for me to clear up a spot of my own, and I think I'll probably lay myself down here-ish. I think is a pretty good spot, and I don't want anything too big, right? I'll just go something like that, and maybe we'll throw a stair in on top. Perfect. Cute little headstone. And then, of course, the sign. Ace of Sabers. July 2025. And there you go. So sad to dig and build your own grave, but that's all right. We finished our time in this world. We get to join this little cemetery of the greats, right? And leave our legacy on this world, which has a ton of fun. Man, I can't say thank you enough to Hound for letting me play this one, and thank you all for watching as well. Really appreciated it. If you're excited for the next episode, go ahead and subscribe to Hound, leaving his channel in the description below. And if you enjoyed my content, I've got another series going on, just kind of my survival Let's Play series. Go ahead and subscribe for that as well, and you'll get notified about my new episodes and stuff. I'm working on a pretty big project right now in that series, which has been a ton of fun. Thanks you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed 1.11.2 Minecraft Recrafted. Tons of fun to build and create this month. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.